If I had to rebuild a 30-year-old man's body from scratch, here's exactly what I would do. Not a perfect athlete, not a man with unlimited time, just a man with a normal life. A man with a job, a family, responsibilities, some stress, some fatigue, and maybe inconsistent training. Basically a man that feels stuck but wants to feel capable again. Here's the first thing I would not do. I wouldn't give him a complex training program, because most men don't fail because of a lack of knowledge. They fail from misjudging their reality in the end. So before writing down a single exercise, I would sit down with him and ask him 5 major questions. And within these 5 questions, we wouldn't speak about the training setup or injury history. These are things we would speak about later. But in my belief, there are a few more important topics to go over before we get started with details. Question number 1, how many days can you actually train? Not ideally, not theoretically. How many days can you actually train? Can you train 3 days, 4 days a week, or do you just wish you could train 5 days a week? Because the biggest mistake men at 38-year-olds make is programming for their ambitions and not based on their schedule. If you can train realistically 3 days, we build a program around 3. If you can train 4 times, build it around 4. So we don't want to do fantasy planning or best case scenario planning. The program and the training days have to fit your real life. We have more from 3 perfectly planned out days than from 5 where you're always going to miss out 1 or 2 days. Question number 2, how often do you genuinely feel like training? And this matters, because if every single session feels like war, you will quit. At 38, motivation fluctuates due to life stress. I would try to design a training program that feels challenging, but not emotionally draining. If you dread every workout, the structure is wrong for you. Question number 3, what is your real goal? What's your why behind it? And that's not what Instagram told you. Do you want to look better and look impressive? Do you want to feel more capable? Do you want to compete? Or do you want to stay strong for 20, 30 more years? Because your goals define your intensity, volume, and training frequency. If your goal is capability and longevity, we train different than if your goal would be max numbers. Question number 4, what usually breaks first? Is it your body or is it your structure? When you're in a training session and you finish a set, do you feel muscular fatigue, a loss of focus? Do you feel joint discomfort or anything else? Because that tells me whether you have to work on strength focused side of things, you have to work on technique, more control, or if you have to adjust the volume. Most men think they need more volume and more intensity, but in my belief, they need better boundaries. And question number 5, are you willing to invest long term and not just 2 weeks? And this is the real filter. Not will this work, but can you repeat it? Because consistency is the mother of progress. And you have to be willing to invest in yourself, because you do it for yourself, for your body, for your mind, for your soul, and maybe for the people that are around you and your family. So training is more than a question about structure. It's a question about the right mindset. So we have to build that mindset, the training mindset, and a strong enough why together. So answer the question, why you want to train, why you do all of that, and answer the question, what would change for yourself and your body's future? And this answer should be your biggest motivation. Now the question is, what would I actually describe? And that depends. That depends on your health. That depends on your training setup. If you go to a gym, if you train at home. I think for most men watching this, it's pretty similar. And the answer can be simple. If you have a busy schedule and you sometimes can train every day and sometimes not, I would focus on 3 to 4 key sessions every week. So these are our focus sessions, which we definitely want to do. And then we can add in extra cardio sessions or extra circuit training in between. These sessions are optional. But for the key sessions, we focus on the basics. We just pick one main push, one main pull, one main leg, and one main accessory workout movement. And then we want to do something between 8 to 15 quality sets inside that session, spread over 40 to 60 minutes. I would usually do the 2-5-15 method or the repetition method. I've linked the videos below. But what we don't want to do is endless junk volume, endless exercise changing, and we don't want to have emotional PR chasing in every workout. We want to add reps first, control seconds, and then maybe add some weight where possible. And then we want to do a little benchmark testing every 6 to 8 weeks. We have a baseline to work with, but we are not testing every week. The goal is not exhaustion. The goal is repetitive stress. And I think we all agree when I say, if a 30-year-old man would train like this for the next 8 weeks, he would feel stronger, he would feel more capable, and he would feel way better in his body. That's not because it's extreme, but because it's structured and consistent. The worst thing a 30-year-old man can do is watch 20 YouTube videos, then combine 5 different systems in one, and then change the structure every 2 weeks because he's not trusting the process. And then that man says he's stuck. But you're not stuck, you're just scattered. And if this sounds like you, that's the exact reason why I've built the 8-week BuiltSimple Foundation program. That's not a hype program, that's not a transformation challenge. It's a structured system built around my clear values. It's now live on the website and you find the link below. But before you even look at it, take 10 minutes and answer these 5 questions for yourself honestly. Because if you can't answer them, no program out there will save you. Train hard, but train with structure. See you in the next video, guys.